You're probably already drinking coffee. The question is it doing anything for you other than just giving you a caffeine spike? I've finished my first cup, as you can see, nothing left in it. Rejuvenate coffee is different, though. It's science-backed, and it's clean coffee that's infused with CAAKG, which is a powerful compound that's studied for its ability to support longevity, cellular energy, and metabolism at the deepest level. That means sharper mornings, no crash, more focus, and long-term benefits that your body will thank you for. I drink it because I care about my health, my energy, and how I show up for my family, for my work, and of course, for the life that I want to build. If you're going to be drinking coffee anyway, you may want to make it one that works as hard as you do. Head on over to 1775coffee.com/RAV and use the code RAV for 10% off and start your mornings with something that fuels more than just your body. It fuels your principles. Don't just wake up, rejuvenate. Rejuvenate. That is the key. All right, let's send things over to Emily real quick. Emily, I hope you're rejuvenated and awake. Good morning.
I am rejuvenated, I am awake, I am caffeinated. We are ready to stay awake, not woke, Terrence. Thank you very much. Some on the left could be waking up today, as a new memo suggests Democrats should cut 45 woke words and phrases from their vocabulary or risk turning voters off. The center-left think tank Third Way argues that these terms, from privilege to microaggression to birthing person, put a wall between Democrats and everyday people of all races, religions, and ethnicities. It also says their language makes them seem out of touch, especially on cultural issues. Third Way says Democrats need to talk like normal people and stop sounding like they're leading seminars with comedians and elected officials alike, poking fun at the over-the-top rhetoric. Bottom line, the memo says stop over-explaining, stop overthinking, and start speaking the way everyday voters do. For more, let's bring in Terrence, Dr. Gina, and David. Terrence, want to go to you first on this one. In particular for me, birthing person is just absolutely hilarious. Just say woman, right?
It's stupid. It's not just hilarious. It's stupid. You know, I think fundamentally what we're hearing here, and I agree, the Democrats just aren't connecting with people. They're not connecting with them on policy. They're not connecting with them on platform. And they're not connecting with them interpersonally. It's almost like I'm better than thou. I'm smarter than you. And it's something that I think we're seeing in elections. Voters just aren't appreciating. Yes, of course, there's tens of thousands. There's millions of voters who did vote Democrat, but the Democrats still lost. And so the majority of Americans aren't apparently connecting with Democrats. And so they're going to have to change their policies, and they're going to have to change the way they attract people and the way they interact with people, Dr. Gina.
Well, they're going to have to get some values first. I mean, the thing that happened really to the Democrats, they don't have any values. They have nothing to espouse. And when there's a vacuum, something is going to fill it. It's a basic law of physics, of course. And so the vacuum is they took God out of their platform. They are godless. When you are godless, evil is going to come in. So reducing the status of the conduit that God chose to bring life into the world, a woman, to birth giver, or whatever the word is you said, Emily, I'm not sure, but decide we have 72 different genders available to us, depending on the day of the week, or we want to wear around a tail and call ourselves a furry. Like, these are the kinds of...
It's real, Gina. It's real. It's crazy.
No, it is real. You see it even here. People run around and like, what in the world? But these are the kind of degenerative ideas that will slip into a culture on the basis of evil when God isn't there in the midst of them. And our founders warned about this, David.
Well, they sure did. And Gina, you have hit the nail right on the head. When they took God, the Democrats took God out of their platform in 2008, it has been a slide towards Gomorrah ever since. The Rainbow White House in 2015, and we can just continue to talk about everything under Obama. I think that was a big part of it. And quite frankly, when prayer was taken out of public schools and when Bibles were taken out of public schools because of the Supreme Court in 1963, that was the beginning of a real problem here in America culturally. I do want to say one last thing about this, regarding the language. Doesn't matter. The language matters, but in this case, if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. So, they can change the language, but if they're still a pig, if you will, then it won't matter. And that's what they are. I mean, let's stop with the focus groups, right? Stop with all of the, the whole birthing person and all that. That's ridiculous. We know that. That's low-hanging fruit. The problem is that Democrats are trying to strategically think of this as like, how can we talk to viewers? It's not about talking to viewers. It's about literally relating to them with the values that are the most important to them. And that's where, Gina, I mean, you're right on the money on all of it, but especially on that part, I mean, that's the key, and that's what they don't get. You know, Donald Trump doesn't go to focus groups and say, what are they thinking today, and how will I? No, his focus group is his street smart. Yeah. His focus group is that he's from Queens, and he knows the deal, and he's been saying the same stuff for 45 plus years. And Emily, that's the difference.
And Emily, 25% of your generation has been aborted. To start
that's
there.
Right. That's exactly
Democrats.
right.
Yeah.
Crazy,
exactly
crazy
right.
stuff. Great
They're literally hurting themselves politically by killing off potential voters that they could have potentially.
Yeah. All right. Well, coming up, you guys, we have a whole lot more on American Sunrise. Religion on the playing field is next, and it's all about Jesus. How this one phrase is sending shockwaves throughout the National Football League. You don't want to miss these details. It's coming up next on American Sunrise.